Hey there everyone, hope you are doing great. In this video, we are going to set up a local development environment for writing our TypeScript files. It is always better to have an environment on your PC rather than going to other resources for executing TypeScript files like online, and always good to have a better workflow on your local setup. So in this video we are going to look at various options as well as what are the things we are gonna need for writing TypeScript file and compiling it to JavaScript. So let's get started. So let's look at to the various resources we have. So for environment for executing or transpiling the TypeScript code, we can have various options, but the two major options we are going to look at is a online method that is TypeScript official site provides, and a local environment setup. So let me bring you the online one. So this is the official site of TypeScript language. You can go into this and click on this try in browser. So it will open up a TypeScript playground where you can write the TypeScript code. So here you can directly write the TypeScript code and you can see the JavaScript code here concurrently. It's good to have this TypeScript playground for short code length, but when your file grow larger and larger, it is very difficult to handle over it. So for writing small code, you can use it. Like, you can write here the TypeScript code and it will reflect the JavaScript here. So we are gonna set up our own environment locally, so that we have a better control on our project. So for that we are gonna need various things. Let's look at that. So we'll be moving on to our local environment. For that we need two basic minimum things. That is one first text editor that will be gonna using VS Code for this series. You can either use brackets or Sublime, whatever choices you have, but for this course or series we will be using VS Code. VS Code is a great editor. It's provide various functionality, great functionality in fact. Like they provide extension and theme, various theming options, as well as packages options, and you can download and install various extensions, and which will make our development even more easier. So for that, installing VS Code, you need to visit this site code.visualstudio.com. You can directly search onto Google and the first link you will get for this. So the whatever tools we'll be looking into, it will be cross platform. Whether you are on Windows or Linux or Mac OS, will be able to use it. So I am in Windows as of now, so it's showing me to download for Windows. You can look onto various operating system that it supports. You can have it for Mac OS as well as for Linux. So just download it, and it's very easy to install. Yeah, for Windows you just need to do next click next, as well as for Mac OS. And for a Linux setup, you can either visit to the software center of Linux, from which there you can install as well, or you can use Snap for that. But the best way to download it from software center, or from here you can download the DEV or IPM based on your Linux distro. So once you download that, we'll be moving forward to downloading more dependency that will be having. That is, next we need TypeScript compiler. So in the previous video we looked down how TypeScript compiler brings down the TypeScript code to JavaScript. So for that we need this TypeScript compiler, and for installing this TypeScript compiler we need to have two basic dependency for this TypeScript compiler is Node.js and npm. For installing the TypeScript compiler you need Node.js environment where you will be running the code, and for npm is a package manager for Node.js. It's node package manager from which you will be installing TypeScript. So the bare minimum thing is for getting Node.js first. When you get Node.js, you'll be automatically getting npm. So you don't need to install npm separately. You just go onto this site nodejs.org and download the latest version for it. So again, it is cross platform. It will available in Mac OS, Linux or Windows. You just download it from here and install it. So npm, you can also look at to npm. So you don't need to install it separately, it inherently comes with node. So go and download the this LTS version and this VS Code for whatever the platform you're using. So after downloading VS Code and installing Node.js and npm, let's move forward to setting our up environment. Hope you have got these things in your machine and they are up and running. So I'll be opening VS Code first of all. So this is our VS Code, and we are gonna look at to some extension that will be helpful to you while writing the code. The first one is like you need to install TSLint. So it corrects the error while you are writing without compiling it. So it will show some error kind of thing in the editor itself while without compiling. There are many extension that I am using. There is Beautify, there is ESLint, and there are more like Java is ESC code and Prettier. There are many extension I am using, but for this series, TSLint will be sufficient, and also ESLint you can install. So let's move forward and check how it is done. So once you install all the things, you will have this terminal out here. For that you need to press control then tilde sign. Tilde key is the key up to the tab. So this terminal will be visible to you. So if you can't do that, you can directly click on here and it will show this four things out here. Go to the terminal. So once you have installed npm and node, you can check the version of that and verify that they are successfully installed in your system or not. So you can do that by writing node -v. So if it gives you the version of node, then node is successfully installed on your system and there is no problem out there. Similarly for that npm-v, so it's give the version of npm, so there is no problem with the npm. You can directly install TypeScript now. So let's move on to TypeScript now. For installing TypeScript, we'll be using Node Package Manager npm. npm brings down many difficulties of bringing a package to your Node project. So there is a command for installing a TypeScript via npm, that is npm install TypeScript. TypeScript. That's it need to be done for installing TypeScript in your system, but we need to install it globally. So if you again open some other project where we'll be using TypeScript, so their TypeScript will be automatically provided. So this -g flag is for global. You are installing TypeScript globally, so you just hit enter. It will take some time. Make sure that you have active internet connection, and it will install it and it will show the version of this TypeScript. It will take some time. Actually TypeScript are already installed in my system, so it took very less time. So it will show a version out here. So once you did that, you can verify the TypeScript compiler has successfully installed in your system or not. You can do it by writing TSC. It is TypeScript compiler -v. So as you can see, it's reflecting a version. So it is successfully installed in your system, and now you can start writing TypeScript code. So let's start with the writing our TypeScript code. For that I have created a folder known as TypeScript code course in my local environment. So what we'll be doing is that whatever code we'll be writing, I'll be pushing it to my GitHub repo. I'll be putting the link in the description. You can download it from there for your reference. So for that I'll create a folder. For creating a folder, you can click on this icon. It will create a new folder, and for opening some folder you can directly click on this open folder or file. I have opened a folder known as TypeScript code from this. So let's start with creating a folder. For every tutorial we will be seeing, we'll be creating a folder and writing the code in it, and I'll be pushing this all the code in my GitHub repo, and you can refer to that later on. So the first folder we'll be creating is env setup. So inside it you can create a file. We'll be creating a TypeScript file that will be going to compile later on, that is transpile later on. So for doing that you just need to click on this env folder and click on this new file icon. So we'll be directly writing hello.ts. This ts extension is for TypeScript. As we have JS for JavaScript, we have ts for TypeScript. So we're not writing much of the code, we'll just checking that how the TypeScript compiler work. So I'll be doing console.log hello TypeScript. That's it. We need to check how the TypeScript compiler actually works. So yes, you see, right, this is also a JavaScript code. So as we have talked, any JavaScript code will work in TypeScript. So let us check how the TypeScript compiler actually works. So as we have this ts extension file, will compile with our TypeScript compiler. So we have TypeScript compiler as TAC. So when you type TAC and hit enter, we'll have a various option you will be seeing that TypeScript compiler provide. You can see. So let's go with the very simple, the first and foremost command that TypeScript compiler provide, that is TAC, and you can pass on the file name actually here. So we have hello.ts, so we'll be doing hello.ts and it will transpile down the TypeScript file to JavaScript actually. So just keep an eye over here how it is compiling or transpiling down the TypeScript code to JavaScript. So I'll hit enter and it will transpile down the code of TypeScript to JavaScript. As you can see, we have a new file known as hello.js, that is a JavaScript file that is the output of this TypeScript compiler. So if you open this JavaScript file, you will see the JavaScript code actually. As of now we don't have a very large code or any functionality of TypeScript we have used in this TypeScript file, so it is not reflecting the JavaScript code that will be helpful now to understand the TypeScript. So later on we'll have bigger code that will be converted to the JavaScript file, so we can simultaneously compare how TypeScript is different from JavaScript. So as you can see, as soon as we hit enter TAC and file name, it compiles or transpiles down the TypeScript file to JavaScript file. So here we have set up our own local development environment, the TypeScript file to a JavaScript file. This is how it internally works, and we have talked this about in the previous video into the introduction to TypeScript. So we'll be seeing various comparison with TypeScript as well as JavaScript in the next further coming videos. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, go and hit that subscribe button. I'll be posting more contents related to latest technologies over this channel.